Hi everybody, this is Greg Nagel, owner and managing broker of Ask Nagel Realty. I'm here at 2901 North Wolcott. This is a landmark village gated community in West Lakeview. Let's go ahead and come on in. So in this community there's 198 total units. And as I mentioned, it is secure, so we're going to go ahead and put our code in here. Of the 198 units, 53 are townhouses and the other 45 are not townhouses. So you actually have two HOAs, which is very, very interesting. And I think that when people know that realtors, we do open houses, we do showings, but they don't always know about all the prep to sell work we do to get the property ready to sell. So prep to sell isn't just for the unit, it's also for the association as well. So in this case, getting all the information about the association as far as what the assessments are and what they cover, kind of interesting. In this case, the general HOA covers high-speed cable, it covers, I think they call it blast speed internet, it covers HBO, it covers Showtime. It covers, quite a bit, but it also has a townhouse association because the townhomes have different maintenance requirements than the other units. And so the townhomes, all the exterior maintenance are covered. For instance, the roof, the windows, skylights, almost everything in the exterior of the property is covered. When we go inside, I'll show you the new Juliet balcony door that was replaced last year, fully paid for by the association. And then I know that their front deck is actually going to be paid by the association as well. And so to me, there's so many brokers that don't take the time to find out this kind of information. And if I'm a buyer and I'm paying, decent amount of money in assessments, I want to know that my cable is covered. I want to know that all the maintenance is covered. So we're here. Let's kind of go inside. All right, well, welcome. And as you see, we have a beautiful great room with a great front balcony. And it's a huge open window-to-window room. And obviously this has been professionally staged as well. But anytime you've got a space with glass on both sides from end to end, it's always a great thing with great light. And so we talked a little bit about prep to sell the association. I also want to talk about prep to sell the unit. So we've got the grayish blue paint color that was done, so this living room was completely painted. You can see the floors have been stained dark. So between the bluish gray paint and the dark floors, you've got a very contemporary vibe. And that's something that all my clients love. The front balcony, which in my opinion is a huge benefit. People always say they want rooftop decks, but they don't use rooftop decks the same way they use a front balcony. Now, the deck is a little bit, needs some staining work, but that's actually something that the association next year is going to pay for at their expense. And so I've been able to tell buyers that that's a nice benefit. Also, I made mention earlier about the Juliet balcony door. This Juliet balcony door was, again, something that the association actually replaced in full at no expense to the homeowner. So there's quite a bit that this association covers. And to me, it took a lot of work to pull this information from the HOA so I can then present it to buyers. In addition, when we're talking about prep to sell work, I create a marketing document called property information, and I actually say, here's what the assessments are, here's what the reserves are. In this case, the reserves for this HOA between the townhome and the HOA is like $886,000. That's like a crazy amount of money. No special assessments, 170 out of 198 owner occupied, no specials coming, the rules on pets, the rules on renting. And then I also put like other market information, like all the age of the mechanicals. And then I also like to put like who the management company is. And then we even have a note from the sellers on why they bought the home, because, you know, they're going to include some sort of granular detail about the neighbors that, you know, as me as a broker, I'm not going to include. But basically, I don't pressure my sellers on how much they want to list for. The traditional logic is they'll say the most important negotiation you have is with the seller about what price to list the property. Now, I'm a CPA, former VP of Financial Craft. I value the heck out of these properties to get an accurate price. And I definitely come up with a recommendation what the value is and what the list price is. But at the end of the day, I want the seller to decide what to list it at. So where I'm not going to pressure them on what the list price is, where I do pressure them is on prep to sell and making the home look as beautiful as possible. So not only do we the painting here in the living room, and we stained the floors, but we were missing knobs, we had light switches that were broken, we were missing light bulbs, the windows need to be cleaned. There was just a number of things that need to be done. And I will tell you that since we did that prep work, we actually sold it very quickly off of Top Agent Network for, I can't tell you the price, but let's just say we did very well. So thanks for tuning in and hearing what I have to say about prep to sell and staging. By the way, one more detail, I actually cover half the staging costs for all my sellers because I'm able to get like an extra 30% of my sellers to pay for staging. And what winds up happening is we sell it for a lot more money and we get better results and they wind up referring me out and being happier. And to me, at the end of the day, a happy client is all I care about, and that's my job one, mission one. So prep to sell, staging the unit, staging the association, proper staging. This is really how you're going to get top dollar in the market. You can't control market, but you can control the product that you bring to market. Thanks.